Welcome everyone to the Royal Museums of Fine Arts in Brussels, Rue de la Régence 3, 1000 Brussels. Listen and watch our specialists illuminate a work or a facet of an artist through numerous audio-video clips. Participate in the debate with the course Art Must Move. Art should move us. Browse through the museum's collections and zoom in on the smallest details thanks to digitized works. But above all, art must move us, must speak, must appeal to us. Let us try it in CAPCUT.
I am a creation of Carol Apple, and therefore have all the trouble in the world to move my lips. That's why my colors speak.
I am the girl with the pearls, but actually I would much rather be the milkmaid. Johannes Vermeer painted me in the period circa 1658 to 1659. Actually, I am mostly kitchen maid, and I do this work with pleasure. Did you know that in Belgium there is an advertisement of La Latière, a producer of chocolate mousse? So delicious, and I love to prepare it for you.
Albert.
Hello, I am a farmer in Oldon where suddenly, on a certain day a painter appeared. Grantwood was his name, and he proposed to paint us while I and my daughter stood in front of our farm. I thought he was just a strange fellow. That would. He made sketches on the back of an envelope.
But I found him sympathetic and very talkative. He was not alone here, by the way. There was a young man with him, John Sharp. I baked a good number of Belgian waffles for them. With whipped cream, we all ate them. Then they left again. Later, we suddenly turned out to be in that painting.
Don't be alarmed. I am indeed the naked lady in company in the park. This painting by Edouard Manet was so controversial at the time, around 1863, that it was banned at the International Salon. But my painter Manet used mostly loose brush strokes and a non-traditional perspective. His sense of light made me a delightful naked woman in the park.
I'm a big fan of a channel called The Graham and Bob Show. In his videos, Graham edits figures that he builds all by himself. His clouds represent the so-called Bobs. These Bobs represent the First Amendment auditors, and he makes funny videos that way to make these strange figures a bit ridiculous, which they really are. He puts an enormous amount of work into that. My humble question, if you would be so kind as to become a member of this channel. And second, under a certain video that I will leave as a link in the description, to write a short but funny comment in which the word Belgium appears. The producer Graham Grafian doesn't know anything about it, and I hope to give him a surprise that way. We are going to rotate the painting. For this, we need a green background, the painting itself, a frame in PNG, and a back cover all found on Google. The painting frame has a white background, which we will make transparent with chroma key. The frame of the painting is now adjusted so that the painting almost fits perfectly. Reduce the frame to about 85%. Now turn off the uniform scale key. Scale wide and scale height can be adjusted separately from now on. Adjust both until the painting disappears perfectly behind the frame. Select both the painting and the frame and create a compound clip. We take the hard way. Uniform scale is dropped off. We can choose whether to adjust height or width. Put the cursor just after the first image and via scale width, click on keyframe. In our video, the first keyframe is placed. This value remains at 100%. Now place one frame further again, a keyframe width, and adjust this value to 90%. Next keyframe to 80%, and continue with the same principle each time. At this point, you can slowly see the painting decrease in width while the height remains the same. We continue doing this until we have keyframe each piece of our clip, where the value decreases by 10% each time. Penultimate keyframe gets value 5% and the last keyframe value 1%. This way, we are left with a kind of line of the rotating painting. We now apply the exact same principle to the painting background. Place video background together with painting frame on the timeline and adjust it again. Via chroma key, make the frame transparent again. And adjust the size of this frame until it almost fits. The background of the painting is now modified as I like it. Make sure that the background of the painting will be on layer 2. Uniform scale is dropped off so I can adjust the width and height. Through position X and Y, I can detail the background to the correct position. The two layers, frame and back painting, are selected together to make a compound clip. Time to post keyframes again. First, turn off uniform scale. From now on, only a keyframe is placed behind scale width again, leaving the first one at 100%. All subsequent keyframes are placed, and the value is reduced by 10% each time. We continue to apply keyframes with depreciation. The penultimate keyframe is already set at 5%, the last at 2%. The two clips, rotating front, are now placed one after the other and played back. That should move from small to large. The clip with the rotating backside is selected and reverse is selected. That way, this clip plays from back to front. We need to run the painting again. Copy the last clip with the rotating background and place it next to it. Select this last clip and click reverse. The rotation makes sense again. Now copy the front of the painting, place on the timeline, and click reverse. The reverse motion connects nicely, and our painting now makes a full rotational motion. We are going to rotate the following painting, American Gothic, from top to bottom. I found a frame, the painting, and the background. Place everything on the timeline and make the front and back of painting equal in duration, about 10 seconds. Reduce painting frame to 90%. Adjust scale, width, and height of painting to fit nicely into frame. On the back of the painting, I want the gray edges to disappear. Select crop function and now adjust everything. The back should now also fit neatly into the frame. Here again, adjust height and width, and if necessary, use the position XY figures. Now select the painting and frame and create compound clip. Do the same with the back of painting and frame. The painting and background we are going to rotate up and down with keyframes. This time we'll do it faster. Go to beginning of the compound clip. Turn uniform scale back off. Click keyframe on scale height and set the first value to 100%. End of clip, new keyframe, and value scale height at 2%. We do exactly the same for the clip back painting. We continue to build on the turning back painting. Copy the clip back painting, paste it, and immediately press reverse. The clip is now made in CAPCUT backwards to play back correctly. Now click on first part, compound clip, copy and paste it behind previous clip. Again, we click the reverse button and let CAPCUT do the work. This clip is now also built backwards in our timeline. See the result of the painting spinning up and down. I think the speed of the spinning is too slow. I would like it to be faster. Select the 4 clips and go to speed, times 5. The clips now shorten and there are gaps between them. Select the clips one by one and put them back next to each other. And now, let's make our painting talk. Use a picture of the painting, but leave enough green at the bottom that we can remove later. Now find the app in Google Talker Classic. This app is downloadable via App Store, but not via Google Play. Search for the app via Talker for Android. Now in CAPCUT, I created a text and I just place it above my photo. Do not adjust anything because the text disappears later. Click on Text and then go to Text to Speech. Here you will find female and male voices. Listen to them first.
Hello, I am a farmer in Eldon, where suddenly, on a certain day, a painter appeared. Grant Wood was his name, and he proposed to paint us while I and my daughter stood in.
Hello, I am a farmer in Eldon where suddenly, on a certain day a painter appeared. Grant Wood was his name.
Once the right voice is found, click on Start Recording. At the bottom of the sound bar, the spoken text will appear. You can now delete the text itself. Open the App Talker on iPhone or iPad. Press plus. Now you can select a photo from your library. Talker itself indicates that it recognizes faces, but I only want the man. Press plus. It appears in blue, eyes, mouth, eyebrows. Move all this with one finger until you are almost right on the photo. With 2 fingers, you can enlarge or reduce. Just tap to see the result. As soon as this is correct, press Next. In green, we can select the face that will move. You can adjust this with 1 finger. Press and see if the result is good. Next, we can do the same with the mouth. 1 finger to move completely, 2 fingers to enlarge or reduce. Next, eyes. Each eye is adjusted separately until it is right. Press Next each time. Finally, the eyebrows. Same with 1 or 2 fingers to get them in the right place.
Now press Done. Once this is done, you can press the red button and activate the spoken text at the same time. I use my iPad for recording and play the voice file in CAPCUT.
Hello, I am a farmer in Eldon where suddenly, on a certain day a painter appeared. Grant Wood was his name, and he proposed to paint us while I and my daughter stood in front of our farm. I thought he was just a strange fellow, that Wood. He made sketches on the back of an envelope.
Press the record key again so that recording stops. Save this clip to your device and import it in CAPCUT. To remove the mark, press crop and adjust completely so that we only get green around the image. Then we also make the green disappear via Chrome key. Set strength and shadow to 100% for best results. Now place the original created speech by the man below this clip. Find the right place in the clip where the man really starts speaking. And put it flush with sound clip. Now set audio of the recording to 0 and the result is this.
Hello, I am a farmer in Eldon where suddenly, on a certain day a painter appeared. Grant Wood was his name, and he proposed to paint us while I and my daughter stood in front of our farm. I thought he was just a strange fellow, that Wood. He made sketches on the back of an envelope.
And you can do this for any object in CAPCUT. I hope you were able to enjoy this video. Now do me a big favor and subscribe to the channel I love so much, The Graham and Bob Show. Leave a nice comment with the word Belgian in it. Thank you so much.